Pause everything around you for a moment. Take a deep breath. Now listen closely, because this is not just a video. This is a divine confirmation your soul has been waiting for. Archangel Michael is speaking now, and his message is not vague. It's clear, urgent, and deeply personal. You have been marked, not by man, not by misfortune, but by the divine realms themselves, marked for protection. You may have felt it, the sudden sense that something unseen has been shielding you, that near accident that never happened, that person who suddenly vanished from your life without warning, that moment where you couldn't explain it, but your heart knew you were being saved from something. None of it was random. Archangel Michael says your name has been whispered in the higher realms. You have been surrounded by light, not because you begged for it, but because heaven already knew what was ahead. And now, you are being shown evidence. Proof that your life has been under divine surveillance. Proof that your soul has been protected before you even knew what you were walking into. You may be wondering, why me? Why would the angelic realms take notice of me? Because your path carries frequency, your heart carries purity, your survival holds meaning. Archangel Michael doesn't just guard anyone. He is assigned to warriors, to healers, to those whose purpose has ripple effects that extend far beyond what they can currently see. You may feel tired. You may feel like you've been walking alone. But the truth is, you've been walking under an invisible shield, and now that shield is being revealed. He shows you flashes now, memories from your past that didn't make sense at the time, that one night where fear almost consumed you, that silent moment when you asked the heavens if anyone could hear you, that chapter of your life where everything seemed to collapse, but you were still somehow held. That was not survival by chance. It was spiritual preservation. You were marked then, and you are marked now. There's a light around you that darkness has tried to reach, and failed, again and again. You may not have seen it, but Archangel Michael did. He stepped in, quietly, swiftly, without your awareness, because divine protection does not require permission. It only requires alignment. Heaven saw your pain. It saw how you kept giving when nothing came back, how you kept believing when the evidence was missing, and that's when your name was sealed in light. You are not here by accident. You didn't find this message by chance. This is spiritual evidence, the kind of evidence that the soul understands, even if the mind tries to question it. You are still standing, still breathing, still feeling, even after everything, because you were marked to overcome, marked to carry a light that others couldn't, marked to survive what would have destroyed someone else. Archangel Michael reveals a truth now, and it may shake you. There have been attacks against you, unseen, unspoken, some intentional, some from energies you've never met. And yet, none of them touched you. They couldn't, because your energy has been coded, protected, hidden in plain sight. When the enemy came looking for you, they couldn't find you, because Archangel Michael covered you in invisibility. That's how sacred your mission truly is. You felt isolated, not because you were abandoned, but because divine protection often looks like divine separation. Some connections had to break, some doors had to close, some detours had to happen, not to harm you, but to shield you from what your human eyes couldn't yet see. Michael says this is your confirmation. All of it had meaning. All of it had timing. All of it was part of your marking. And here's the most important part. You have not yet seen the full reason for your protection, because what's coming is greater. Greater than what you've lost, greater than what you've hoped for, greater than what you can imagine right now. Heaven protects what heaven plans to use. And you have been chosen. You carry codes that will activate others. You carry words that will free people you haven't even met yet. Your presence carries purpose, even in silence, even in stillness, even in your most broken moments. And that is why the angels are watching. They are not waiting for your perfection. They are waiting for your permission. Permission to step fully into the light they've always seen in you. Not someday. Now. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time. Archangel Michael stands still now, not speaking with words but through presence. His energy surrounds you like a shield, not made of metal or fire, but of truth. The truth that your journey has never been ordinary. The truth that you were being prepared even when you thought you were being punished. The truth that your soul carries more value than you've ever been told. He shows you now. Moments from your past where things could have gone very differently. That time you trusted the wrong person, but something pulled you back before the damage became permanent. That day you felt an urge to walk away, not knowing why, and later discovered what it saved you from. These weren't just lucky instincts. They were spiritual interventions. You were being watched over. There have been nights where you cried in silence thinking no one saw you, but heaven did. Angels counted every tear. They didn't just watch your pain, they recorded it, because every ounce of suffering was planting something sacred within you, something unshakable, something that darkness can no longer touch. Michael now lays his sword in front of you, not to fight for you, but to remind you that you carry power too. You've relied on strength outside yourself for so long, but he shows you now. The same light that guards you is the light that lives in you. You are not a victim of spiritual warfare. You are a warrior that heaven has already equipped. But that doesn't mean you haven't felt tired. There are days your body feels heavy for no reason, days where your emotions seem louder than usual. That's what happens when your spirit has been battling in the unseen. You fought wars others can't see, and won. That weariness you feel isn't weakness. It's the weight of being chosen, of carrying protection that few understand. Michael reminds you not everyone will understand your path. Some will question your isolation, others will resist your peace, and many will fall away from your life without warning. Let them. Protection doesn't always come wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it comes through separation. Sometimes the people who walk away are the ones who couldn't stand in the presence of your growth. Their absence is not a loss. It's a sign that heaven is clearing space for what's truly aligned. Even now, there are plans unfolding on your behalf, conversations happening in the spiritual realm, assignments being shifted, new energies being guided toward you. You may not feel it yet, but it's coming. The reason for your marking, the evidence of your divine protection, is about to show itself in your reality. You are going to walk into rooms where your energy speaks before you do. You are going to meet people who recognize your soul before you even speak. You are going to find doors that open without force, because they were already marked with your name. And when that happens, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember this message. You'll remember that long before the world saw your worth, heaven did. Archangel Michael now steps back, not to leave, but to release you. Because he knows. The shield is already around you. The path is already beneath you, and the evidence is already within you. There is a sacred stillness now, not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of completion. A holy pause. Archangel Michael is no longer just beside you. His presence has become part of your inner space. The vibration in your heart, the warmth in your chest, the goosebumps on your arms. They are not random. They are spiritual signals. Proof that the divine has moved through you in this very moment. Michael now shows you something not in words, but in feeling. A memory from a time before time. When your soul agreed to come here. When you said yes to this lifetime. To the pain. To the purpose. To the protection. Heaven did not just assign you a path. It assigned you a covering. You have been walking with invisible guardians since birth. Through every heartbreak. Through every betrayal. Through every moment where you felt unseen. The divine never left. It simply waited. And now, the waiting is over. Michael brings your awareness to a truth most people miss. That divine protection doesn't mean an easy life. It means a protected path, a preserved mission, a guarded soul. You may still feel storms, but they won't take you under. You may still encounter enemies, but their weapons will never prosper. You may still feel moments of fear, but fear will never be your home. You've been walking through your life thinking you were surviving, but the truth is, you were being watched over. Every twist of fate, every delay, every redirection, they were all the evidence that you were marked by something higher. You were never truly lost, only hidden. You were never forgotten, only protected from premature exposure. And now, that season of divine covering has shifted. Now comes the time of divine emergence. Archangel Michael shows you the light around your name. It glows. It pulses. It responds to energy. Because your name is not just a sound, it's a spiritual frequency. When you speak your truth, the realms respond. When you walk in integrity, the angels align. When you move in courage, the heavens follow. This is why you've been protected. Not for survival, for activation. You are meant to carry a message. You are meant to be a light. Not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. And this video, this message, is the evidence. The evidence that your name has been written in the hands of divine power. The evidence that even in your weakest moments, the heavens never stopped watching. The evidence that the calling on your life is not over. It's just beginning. So as you rise from this message, Archangel Michael leaves you with one final vibration, not a sentence, not a vision, but a feeling. The feeling of being fully seen, the feeling of being safe, the feeling of being chosen. Because you are, and you always have been. This is the evidence. You are the proof. Now, Chid, let yourself sit with that truth. Not just hear it, feel it. Because once a soul feels divine recognition, something irreversible happens. You can't go back to who you were before this message. You can't unknow what you now remember. You've seen behind the veil. You've felt the presence that moves without sound. You've touched something holy. Archangel Michael does not need to appear in physical form to confirm your protection. The proof is in your survival. The proof is in the way your soul kept going, even when your body wanted to give up. It's in the way life kept pulling you back from the edge. It's in the way certain people could no longer access you. That's divine insulation. That's what it means to be marked. You may not wear robes. You may not speak in ancient tongues. You may not look like what others think of when they imagine the protected. But heaven never looks at appearances. It looks at light. And your light has always been unmistakable, even when you forgot it was there. Do you feel it now? That quiet assurance rising up in your chest? That shift in breath, like the air around you has changed? That's not emotion. That's alignment. Your soul has caught up with your calling. And now, it's time to walk as someone who knows they are protected. Not someone who doubts, not someone who waits for another sign, but someone who moves, knowing angels move with them. Someone who speaks as if heaven is listening, because it always is. Someone who chooses peace, not because life is easy, but because peace is their true frequency. Archangel Michael does not ask anything of you now. He simply blesses you, a blessing without condition, without demand, without shame. He reminds you, you don't have to earn your protection. You don't have to strive for spiritual love. You are already held, already guarded, already known. And as you rise from this message, back into your daily life, things may start to feel different. The air, the sounds, the silence. Because when you carry divine awareness, even the ordinary becomes sacred. You have been marked for light, for purpose, for divine covering. This message wasn't to wake you up. You were already awakening. This message was simply the evidence your soul needed. And now, you're ready to live like someone heaven refuses to lose. If this message reached deep into your soul, it wasn't by accident. You were meant to hear it. You were meant to remember. And above all, you were meant to know that you are protected, chosen, and watched over by the highest realms. This video may fade, but the presence that called you here will not. Archangel Michael has already gone before you, and what lies ahead is nothing short of divine. If this truth resonates with your heart, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Voice of the Divine. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss when the heavens speak again. And if you feel called, share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might be the light someone else has been praying for. You are seen. You are guarded. You are walking in sacred timing. We'll see you in the next divine message. Stay blessed. Stay protected. Stay aligned.